Every year, I see artists fight to the death, OC after precious OC being thrown across the battlefield. And for every year, I've watched from afar, never stepping in to intervene. Until this year. I've been in a bit of an art rut lately. I keep starting new projects and I never finish the old ones. And overall, I don't have art pieces to show for it, which is really sad because I used to draw a ton of fully rendered OC art.
Quality varying.
But today, I decided to go beyond the human limit for a 16-year-old artist with art block and draw at least 6 OCs for the side of Team Stardust.
This sounds like really intergalactic. Oh my gosh.
Now, if you don't know what ArtFight is, don't worry, it's pretty simple. To quote the ArtFight website, ArtFight is an annual art game that lasts for 1 month beginning every July. During the event, users can register on the site to join in. Each year, participants are split into 2 themed teams. Players attack the opposing team by making art of original characters you choose belonging to members of the other team. Teams receive points based on what artists create for the other team with each attack. The artist that receives the attack can then counterattack that attack by drawing the character belonging to the person who attacked them, or pay it forward by attacking a different person on the other team. At the end of the month, the team with the greater score wins. If you want to join ArtFight, go read all the rules. You gotta do that. Now, the first thing you learn of war is you gotta know your enemy. So me and my professional YouTube commenter friend, Retrev, stayed up till looking for some crisp OCs. This is peak. No, this is peak, trust me.
Why am I so bad at mazes?
If I had the time, I like how it looks. I'll bookmark it, just for now.
Just for now. Run more.
Is
Be
murder
drone? This is murder drones.
Gator drone.
Gator drone.
Let's
It's
see what
gator
else you
drone.
got for me, DC 10, 10, 10, 10. Do I got anything really silly? Really silly?
Dragon. Goober? Goober?
Alright, Goober, you're getting it here.
Crystal gems?
0!
Whoa! I'm
These are
downloading your
great.
personality.
Ooh,
I twisted.
your personality!
Whoa!
Fine,
You should look through all of the. You should look through all the. Okay, wait, that means you have to do 2 more. 'Cause that was.
Check out,
We should-
wait,
That's
let's see.
not. We should do 2 more.
This is 2 more, wow! Now that we got all these sillies collected, it's finally time to start drawing. First up is Belphegor, created by Silly Vampire 111. Now, I don't know what drew me to him, there's no rhyme or reason, I just saw him and instantly knew I had to contain him in a shoebox till the world imploded. Belphegor is described as a personification of the sin Sloth, with his true demon form being just a bedsheet. I enjoy how Silly Vampire's drawing is able to show just how naturally calm Belphegor is. His baggy clothes and relaxed expression and pose make him look very comfy, yet still ethereal, which makes sense because he is technically an otherworldly being. Due to this and his silhouette kind of reminded me of a blanket and pillow, I wanted to draw him in kind of a pillow fort. It's more like a blanket fort, and there's a bed there, so I don't know if it really works, but I don't care. He looks as snug as a bug in a rug. His head is in the shape of a big ol' star, which is most likely supposed to be a hard crystal-like material, but I thought it would be fun to add a few tiny spikes that give him the illusion of having a bed head. In addition to this, I decided to add stars to the bed frame and give him a yellow star and moon pillow to match his head, and to contrast with the whopping amount of blue blankets that are all around him. And last but not least, I put a little bunny in the moon statue stone thing. I put a little bunny in the moon statue stone thing above his bed for some added spice. And that's basically it. Look at this little, actually very, very tall guy. He's sleeping so soundly as this is happening outside. Second is Mercury Memory by sushicat_png. I know in the footage I sounded very sluggish, so I didn't get to properly express how much I actually really enjoyed this art style and design. This reference page is also very lovely. It's so simple, yet so expressive and colorful that I love looking at any Sushi Cat's art piece. Mercury herself is described as a rubber-faced doll who works the assembly line and factory floor at the Laughing Co. toy company. and I would crush them like a tiny bug affectionately if she didn't terrify me. She's described as friendly, but she can hold a grudge. Due to this fact, I decided to use this drawing reference on the reference sheet and amplify it. You know, make Mercury give the biggest side eye to whoever is off screen. For her pose, I wanted her to be positioned at kind of a curved line. I've always wanted to experiment with this, and now I get to test run it with Mercury. It's a tad off, and while I could probably adjust it, I won't. The original drawing is very craft paper-like, and while I wish I could have stuck to this more, I decided to go into a more 3D route. Well, it's a 2D drawing, but you know what I mean. After the sketch, I went in and applied that absolutely stunning color palette. It's such a joy to work with. The blues and pinks look amazing next to one another and kind of reminds me of those taffy candies that I like. Then I added some texture to her dress just to make it pop out a bit more, to give more oomph into the piece, and then it was basically done. For batch 2 from the legend known as Pretty Cool Ducks themselves, Zero! I'm a sucker for robots in media, so when I first saw her, I gasped and knew that I had to draw this absolute bucket of sass. She's so pretty. Zero, in the world they're from, is the main antagonist's daughter, but she's not really evil, more just, how do you say?
He is bailing my assholes.
So because of this, I decided to draw her doing a minor felony, aka eating pizza backwards. I grabbed the reference of someone sitting down because it would be funnier if she's eating it off the floor like a Roomba. And to add a little spice into the piece, I drew her in the dark, in the corner, with a light shine on her. Meaning, alas, her pizza crime will be tried in the court of law, and she will be given the death sentence. Hello, sorry this segment is a bit short. I can't properly articulate how much I really liked enjoying this piece. I was just overall comfy with it and didn't really have too many notes because I was just very calm. It was a very calm drawing process. Thank you so much for letting me use your character in the video, and thank you double so much for art attacking me. I really like this piece so much. Thank you. Have a nice day. Next up is Goober, created by DC10101010. Now, Goober is actually a digital circus OC, at least I think that's what this means. Which not only means I get to practice drawing digital circus stuff for my animatic that may or may not come out, but I also get a colorful color palette and the will to live. I wasn't too sure what to draw Goober doing because their character profile wasn't very detailed, but the creator allowed minor blood, so I know the digital circus gaming can and does not allow gore, but there's a lot of knife junk in the show, so why not cut Goober's arm off and draw some blood?
What? No, alright. I know that sounds bad.
I see nothing wrong with this. I drew Goober a little more taller than the reference pic, mainly to make his silhouette cooler and cause exaggeration, baby. Bodies like this are super fun to draw. I normally draw less bendy or more atomically correct characters on a day-to-day basis, so having a more stretchy character to draw is very enjoyable. And now is the best time, if any, to mention that Goober has the most snatched waist I've ever seen in my entire life. What is their workout routine? How can they beat this hourglass above? Which is totally not a bad thing. Again, this character was super fun to draw. I just didn't realize how snatched they were until I drew them. So after I put the flat colors down, I decided to change up my rendering style a tad. I wanted to make them a bit more 3D because, you know, digital circus. And while I didn't do the best job at it, at least I tried something different and had fun. However, after trying something different and having fun, the little hamster in my head fell off his wheel, causing the evil hamster in my head to take control of the wheel, which caused me to make the piece 10 times scarier than intended. Hoober is now a cosmic horror. He is the monster under my bed. He has become Death, destroyer of worlds. Anyway, that's batch 2 done! I should start this section off with something I probably should have said at the beginning of the video. I am really forgetful, and thus I kept forgetting to record while I drew the art for these characters, and that definitely has affected the flow of the speed paint.
And I bring this up here because I feel like it's the most noticeable in this drawing.
But I hope the visual jump isn't too jarring here. Anyway, enough about my bad memory. This is Fish, created by Handwash. What a 99% bacteria killer name. I'll take my leave. Now, his only character description is that he's always sweaty. He's just like me. Now, obviously, I didn't want to just draw him standing there. I've done that twice already. I want to draw another scene like what I did for Belphegor 0. So we got a fish who's sweaty. If he's sweaty, obviously he's gotta breathe air, seeing as humans and horses are the only animals that sweat. And they can breathe air last time I checked. Meaning he can survive on land. Meaning he can live on land. Meaning if he can live on land, he must yearn for public transport like the rest of us. So we got fish, transportation, and my 90+ hours in Splatoon 2. You know what's in Splatoon 2? A gift from God. So naturally I drew him in a little train pod, or I actually don't know what it's called. The Harry Potter train room thing. You know the one. And I gave him a bowl of soup because I had soup on the mind. I should have probably added a cracker, but like it's too late now. His color palette and design was what stood out to me when I first saw him. So I wanted to incorporate the same energy as the original piece. I did that by pulling the background colors from him, with, of course, some adjustments, and after that, I was going to just render it and be done, but seeing as I've been doing a lot of lighting stuff, I kinda wanted to do more of that. So, I used the blue ocean as my main lighting source and made everything blue. I know there's a better way to do water lighting, but I have a short film I'm working on while I'm doing ArtFight, so for now, we have this peaceful gentleman with his peaceful soup. I actually really like this piece. This might be my favorite drawing out of the 6. The lighting and character was just so fun to draw, and despite his nervous, sweaty nature, he seems calm and relaxed here. I dedicated this month to drawing 6 characters, and I failed miserably. Because I ended up drawing 7. Now, I was supposed to just draw Aaron's OC Sharon, but I saw in the description that I get brownie points for drawing both Sharon and this other OC named Ron. So after I looked at this art piece of their dynamic, this rad animation, and purple, I decided to draw them both. So something about this is giving Cheshire Cat vibes, at least Sharon is, with their decapitated head and no neck having... That's the same thing. Now, I first traced out this Alice in Wonderland artwork, and I did watch the actual Cheshire Cat clip, and I didn't see this frame, so please tell me if this is fan art, and I will credit the artist in the description later, but I'm pretty sure this is official Disney artwork, and I hope I don't, get decapitated for using this. Anyway, after I traced the 3, I slimmed it out just a bit because I personally thought it was a bit too wide, and then I started on the characters. For Ron, I was having minor difficulty figuring out his body type and outfit. Personally, I find those elements of a design the most important to keep when drawing a character, because I know artists design their characters to look a particular way due to story and personal reasons, because, well, I do that. So I tried my best to be as accurate to the design as I could. I really liked his face area. The blue marking that connects to his mouth really helps balance the purple hair and is overall just really nice to look at. And now's the time to mention that I haven't drawn human faces in a while. I've been practicing, but I wish I could capture the same jumpiness in his eye as the original drawing of him has. And oh my gummy bear party hat. I forgot his facial hair. Give me a second. I am so sorry, Aaron. I literally just went on a mini rant about being accurate to character design, and I forgot the facial hair. Arguably the most charming part about him. Please don't kill me. For Sharon, they were very simple. I mainly focused on rendering the head because it's what I think most people will look at. In this lovely photo, his face is shadowed by red and it looks really cool. So I wanted to add that too. Kinda barely works with the lighting, but that's okay. Now, I was just supposed to color the tree purplish blue and be done with it. However, there's these plant things in the original drawing, and I really liked looking at them, so I thought I could try to incorporate these by making the leaves of the tree the same color as these plants. So I pulled the colors from the artwork and splattered them around the tree. I then made them glow a bit after adding some bushes to the background to make the actual image a little less flat, and it was done! Here's the finished piece, and here's the actual finished piece, aka Ron Cannon facial hair version. Whew. That was all the artwork I promised myself to make, and I must say, for my first time doing ArtFight, I had a lot of fun! Really got me out of my art block and creative rut. Speaking of fun, it was super fun to actually get art attacked. Handwash, Pretty Cool Duck, Sicily Vampire, and this special guest artist, Fedis Diaz Art? Sorry. All attacked me and drew absolutely lovely art of my OCs. I love them all so much, and I'm so grateful for each and every one. That just about wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed this. It's my first time making an actual scripted video. I hope to do more in the future, but if you want to check out more of my stuff, I have 3 animations on my channel and 1 very low quality speed paint, as well as a Tumblr and Instagram. I hope you all had a very lovely day or night, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye!